Hey everybody, this is Joe Delera, and I've got a couple of my favorite plays for Game 2 of the NBA Finals. The first play that I'm looking at is the Denver Nuggets first quarter line -2.5. The reason I like this is that Jokic plays the entire first quarter, and they generally dominate those Jokic minutes. Denver was plus 14 in Game 1 with Jokic on, and it just always seems like whenever he does come in, it stops any type of hope Miami has during the game. So I like him to start off strong here. Denver is a plus 13.3 in net rating during the playoffs in the first quarter, and they're 13-3 straight up as well. And they dominated Game 1, 29-20 in the first quarter. This is a spot where I can bet Denver early. I know what their rotations are going to be. And generally, we see Jokic, Gordon, and KCP play the entire first quarter, and then MPJ and Murray are playing about 10 minutes each. So I know that I'm getting the best Denver looks and the best Denver lineups to start off the game. So I like Denver in the first quarter. The next play that I'm looking at is Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 and 4+ threes. The reason I like this is that MPJ has hit this in about 50% of his playoff games, but I really like the volume against Miami. In the last two games against Miami, including Game 1, he's taken 13 and 11 three-point attempts. He's just a zone buster, and his size really allows him to shoot over his opponents, who in this series are a bit undersized compared to him. In Game 1, 7 of the threes he attempted could be classified as open or wide open, and he made just one of those. Prior to Game 1, during the playoffs, he was averaging 46.15% shooting on those types of looks from downtown. So while Miami's so focused on defending Jokic, I think that opens up the rest of the team, and I fully expect MPJ to take advantage in Game 2. So I'll be taking him at the 2.5 on his baseline and the 4+, which you can get around plus 175. Finally, I'm looking at Jamal Murray over 5.5 assists or over 6.5 assists, whichever one you can grab. He had 10 assists on 17 potentials in Game 1, and we saw that pick and roll with Jokic is just absolutely unstoppable. It generated 11 of Jokic's points and 4 of Murray's assists on passes between the two of them. And this seemed to be something that they turned to a little bit more in the second half. However, whenever Denver needs a bucket, they can just default to this type of play. So I like Murray to go over either the 5.5 or the 6.5 assists in this game. So to recap, my 3 favorite plays for Game 2 of the NBA Finals are the Denver Nuggets in the first quarter -2.5, Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 and 4+ threes, and Jamal Murray over 5.5 or 6.5 assists. Best of luck on your wagers today, and enjoy the rest of your Sundays.